What's going on, guys? I'm Jada Black. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. I did not know that in September of last year, NBA player or now free agent NBA player Trevor Ariza had divorced his wife and the mother of his children. I did not know of this story until I was sent this story about him seeking to stop her from getting spousal support. As a matter of fact, he's looking for joint custody because not only did she want spousal support, she wanted full custody where he only has visitation. I will never understand this. Why these women divorce these men and seek to cut these men out of these children's lives. I mean, these children have two parents, not one. But a lot of these women don't care about this. It gives grew up in single mother household energy. Whenever I could be wrong, but a lot of times, man, I would not be shocked if a lot of these women who seek to get primary custody of their children did not have a father in their life. So they don't think it'll be a big deal to push the father away from the children. And a lot of times they do that because they either want to get back at the father and they want to get child support. That's why they do that. But trying to cut the father out of the children's life and say pay that spousal support and that child support is not the way to go about things. So we're gonna get into the initial divorce, and then we're gonna get into Trevor fighting back and saying no, you're not getting primary full custody and you're not getting spousal support. Now, this is according to TMZ. Trevor Ariza, and this was in September of last year. Trevor Ariza's wife has filed for divorce from the NBA player. TMZ Sports has confirmed, according to court documents, Bree Anderson Ariza filed the documents on Tuesday, citing irreconcilable differences. In the documents, Bree asked for physical and legal custody of their two children, but did check the box for child visitation to be granted to Trevor. She also asked for spousal support. Bree and Trevor were married back in April of 2018 when the basketball player was a member of the Houston Rockets. A date of separation for the two was listed as TBD, which is to be decided in the docs. The couple had dated for several years before they formally tied the knot. Ariza, who's now an NBA free agent after playing for the Los Angeles Lakers last season, has previously been involved in high-profile custody dispute with an ex back in 2020. Lana Allen alleged he had physically abused their child. Ariza denied the allegations, and a judge ruled in December of 2020 Ariza had not and did not pose a threat to his son. Do you see the depths that these heifers will go to get control of their children? They will lie on the father just so they can gain control over the children. Ariza has played in the NBA since 2004 when he was picked second in the second round of the league's draft by the New York Knicks. Let me say this about a lot of these professional athletes. They will date women for years. It's what Trevor Ariza did. Trevor Ariza dated his wife for years and then decided that he wanted to marry her. And that's when the relationship fell apart. Once these women get these rings, I do believe they change. They change. And I think circumstances change. Trevor Ariza was at the end of his NBA career. And I think that she saw that money was drying up and was looking for an off-ramp. That's what happens out here. And that's why I am not a fan of marriage. I'm just not. They date these women, they reward these women with a ring, they get married, and then again, she sees that he's at the end of his career. She wants out, and she wants to take the children with her. I don't think that that's right. I really don't. If you want to leave, then leave. But why do you seek to get primary custody? That's the one thing that really that really bothers me. Because to me, if you actually cared about this man, you would not seek to take his children from him and seek spousal support at the same time. But that's what goes on. That's why I tell y'all, these women's love is conditional. And at some point, she's going to want out, and she's going to want to take everything. She's going to want to take the children. She's going to want to get spousal support. She's going to want the house. She's going to want the car. And more men need to fight back. That's why you have men speaking on topics like this. And you know what they do? They call us crazy. They say we hate women. Because we are speaking honestly about the fact that a lot of men lives are being destroyed by the women that they thought they wanted to marry and spend the rest of their life with, build a family with. But these women have other things that they want to do. They want to get back out here in these streets. They want to take everything from you. She should know that by seeking primary custody, that's going to piss him off. He already had one ex that tried to take his child away from him. Now you got another woman he was with trying to do the same thing. Like, what is with these women? So let's get into this article here from the Blast. Basketball player Trevor Ariza seeking joint custody of his kids and to put a stop to spousal support for his ex-wife Bree Anderson. Professional basketball player's wife decided to call it quits on their marriage earlier this year after tying the knot in 2018. In documents originally obtained by the Blast, Anderson cited irreconcilable differences and insisted that she wants full legal and physical custody of their children. Ariza has now responded to his ex-wife, Bree Anderson's petition for divorce, and she may not be too happy. In the response obtained by the Blast, Trevor shoots down Anderson's request for full custody and made it clear he is interested in joint legal and physical custody of his kids. He also dropped the bombshell that he wants to terminate spousal support for his ex. Yeah, that's going to piss her off. But I mean, if I'm Trevor Ariza, why not? Not only does she want to divorce me, she wants primary custody of the kids, and she wants spousal support. Ariza also cites irreconcilable differences that led to their breakup. He says the date of their separation was November 1st of 2019. So they've been separated. They've been separated since November 1st of 2019. And then the divorce was put into motion in 2022. So they've basically been split for a couple years? The free agent is hoping for an amicable and messy free split from Anderson. This goes for separate property, assets, and debts. Trevor claims he also made it clear via his lawyer that all property acquired prior to the marriage, all property acquired during the marriage by gift or inheritance, and all post-separation income and accumulations, further particulars, will be disclosed in respondents' preliminary and final declarations of disclosure if necessary. The respondent will seek to leave to amend his within response in furtherance of justice and or to conform to proof at the time of the trial. In other words, Trevor will make available necessary documents via his lawyers to ensure a smooth divorce takes place. Those docs will include things like his personal inheritance and anything he has made post November 1st, 2019, their legal separation date, according to him. So basically saying that after this date, she should not get a dime of the money he made or property that he purchased after this date. Now, she's probably going to contest this and say that's not when they separated. But he's basically saying, listen, anything bought after this, anything I had after this is mine. Bree doesn't seem to be making out like a bandit in this divorce, considering she has 2 kids with the ball player. However, Trevor has no intentions of not making things good with his wife via court docs. Trevor has stated that the community property is still being sorted out. Trevor says the full nature and extent of community property and debts are unknown at this time. Finally, the former LA Laker player is also requesting that he and Bree paid their own attorney's fees. When Bree initially filed for separation from Trevor, she requested spousal support and to have her attorney fees paid. Trevor is clearly fighting back on the latter. She agreed that time is needed to sort through their community property. While they were only married for a short time, which basically is like, what, a year? According to him, they were only married for like a year. They were together for several years prior and shared 2 children together. Trevor has a son, Taj, from a previous relationship with Lana Allen, who accused him of what I spoke about. She accused him of putting hands on Taj, his son, and attempted to gain full custody. A judge threw the case out once it was revealed that Allen had no real evidence proving that Trevor put hands on their child or inflicted emotional harm on him. Hopefully, this custody battle goes smoother. He's basically saying that he's not giving her Nathan that after separation. You know, now he said, listen, there's some things you can keep, but don't think that you're going to get anything that I made after this particular date. Because as you can see, this was a previous article. She tried to get not only spousal support, but child support, monthly child support and spousal support. She also wanted $250,000 lump sum. Like these, you could tell money was definitely on her mind. And right now, I don't think she's going to get that. It looks to me that Trevor is ready to fight this, and he may end up winning this. She should get the divorce, but she's not going to get as much as she thought she was going to get. She wants primary custody so she can get child support. I mean, it ain't fooling me. I know. You know what I'm saying? And again, this isn't me talking down on women. No, this is me speaking the truth. A lot of these women want full custody just so they can get child support, because that's what it's all about. It's all about getting child support. It has nothing to do with the kids will be better in this environment. What environment? You need him to survive. You need him to survive. He doesn't need you to survive. That's why I don't understand why courts are so comfortable putting these children in these environments where the mother could barely take care of them. Like, if she could barely take care of them, why are you putting them with the mother? Wouldn't they be better off with the father at least 50% of the time? But they put these children with the women because that's what they want. They want these children to be raised by these irrational, emotional women, because they know that children who are raised with fathers are going to turn out a whole heck of a lot different. And also, they want that man to be paying that woman through the state, because they want their money too. Because trust and believe, they're getting a hold of that money before these women do. It's a racket. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous that this woman thinks that she can get full custody and then take him to the cleaners financially, because that's what she's looking to do. But it looks to me that Trevor is willing to fight this, and more men should. No matter how much they tell you to be quiet or you hate women, this needs to be talked about. This woman, and like most of these other women, get with these rich athletes and live off the money and don't even seek to make their own money. And before people say, well, they don't want these women to work, that won't stop. I mean, does it stop these women from promoting brands on their social media? Acting like they're business women?